All right, the Gonzaga men's basketball team begins its championship journey in the NCAA tournament tomorrow in Wichita, Kansas. They'll be taking on the 9th-seeded Georgia Bulldogs at about 1:30 our time.
And this is the Zags' 26th straight tournament appearance. Many are hoping this will be the year the Bulldogs will bring home their first national title in school history. Sydney Berger is live in Wichita tonight. And Sydney, I'm sure the excitement is building for the start of this tournament.
Well, Ben Gregg is one of those players that knows his way around March, and even in his 5th tournament, he says the excitement never dies. The players are soaking in every moment, whether it's their first appearance or their 5th appearance, they know it's a privilege to be here. And with that 26-year March Madness appearance streak, it might feel like an expectation for Gonzaga to play in March Madness, but it goes without saying, the Zags don't see it that way. They say the history doesn't matter and they have to earn their way. But broken records, Cinderella teams, buzzer beaters, and everything else special about the tournament kept little Ben Gregg glued to the screen.
You know, being in class, if we had a computer class, March Madness is on, which is hopefully my teachers aren't listening from back in the day. But that was always the best time for me, you know, as kids, you know, coming in at lunchtime in one of the teachers' classrooms, having the games on, whoever was playing. I mean, as a hoops fan, there's no better time than this.
Well, Gregg said that if he was sent on a time machine to tell little Ben Gregg that he was a part of 4 Sweet 16s and 5 tournaments, it'd be hard for him to believe. The current Ben Gregg is trying to get to a 5th Sweet 16, which would be Gonzaga's 10th straight appearance, again, an NCAA Division I record. But they got to get through the Georgia Bulldogs first. That tip-off is tomorrow at 1:35 Pacific time. Yeah. Live in the NCAA tournament site, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
Hey, Sydney, before you go away, we did want to ask, obviously, this Georgia team, the Georgia Bulldogs, they're not going to go out easy. What's the most important thing for our Zags to focus on as they take them down?
Absolutely, Kirsten. They said they want to start quick, they want to be aggressive, and locking in that defense that we've seen in these last 4 games. They really locked down in St. Mary's. They forced them to 18 turnovers. Georgia's an SEC team. They're a big program. They're coming from a great, talented conference. So we can't underestimate the Georgia Bulldogs, but we also know that the Zags have to get ahead of them quickly. Keep that momentum. And again, this Zag time that this team is talking about, they're learning how to close these big games off in practice. Hopefully it translates to the court if they have to close out a big game here.
All right, Sydney Berger live for us. Thank you, Sydney.